Hi friends, the consortium of NLUs have announced the date of CLAT 2023 and the registrations for the exam have started from 8th August. Welcome you all to this session on step-by-step simplified process for filling the CLAT 2023 application form. Please see this video to understand the process. Take your time in going through the brochures released by the NLUs and understand the domicile requirements carefully. As we have known for a year now, the CLAT 2023 exam is scheduled on 18th December 2022. Before we commence the process, let us understand the eligibility criteria, the key dates, the test pattern, and most importantly, the checklist of documents which you need to keep ready before you start your application form. Now let's look at the eligibility criteria for CLAT 2023. There is no upper age limit to apply for the examination. The minimum percentage of marks required in the qualifying examination, which in this case is class 10+2 or equivalent, for which the candidate must have secured at least 40% marks in the class 12 examination for those candidates belonging to the SC or the ST category, and minimum 45% marks for those candidates belonging to all other categories. The result of the qualifying examination, that is the 10+2 exam, should be submitted by the candidate at the time of admission into the course, failing which the candidate shall be ineligible for admission to the course. Let's look at the important dates for CLAT 2023. The online registration for the exam has commenced from Monday 8th August and shall continue for more than 3 months, the last date being Sunday 13th November. The exam would be conducted on the 18th December 2022 from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. in an offline format, that is a paper pencil test. The results would be announced on the official website of the consortium of NLUs. The test pattern for CLAT 2023 remains broadly the same as has been followed in the past years. The test would have a maximum number of 150 marks spread across 2 hours, having multiple choice questions carrying negative marks of 0.25 for each wrong answer. The test shall comprise of 5 sections: the English language and logical reasoning with 20% weightage each, legal aptitude and current affairs including GK 25% each, and quantitative techniques 10% of the approximate weightage. Here's the checklist for the form filling process. All the candidates must keep these documents ready before you start your application form. A recent passport size front facing photograph in JPEG or PNG format, a photograph of candidate's signature again in the JPEG or PNG format, class 12 or class 10 examination certificate, a category certificate if you are applying under the SC, ST or the OBC category, a relevant certificate issued by the competent authority if the candidates are applying under the PWD, which is the persons with disability category, or under the BPL, which is the below poverty line category, and a relevant certificate for your respective state of domiciles, which can be submitted at the time of admission. Please note that each of these documents have to be in a PDF format with a size of less than 1.5 MB. Let's fill up an actual form of CLAT 2023 to give you an idea of the complete process. Step number 1, the registration part, for which we have to visit the website of the consortium of NLUs. The link for the website is mentioned in the description below. Once you visit the website, click on the register option. For the registration, one has to fill in all the details including the name, mobile number, email ID and password, and then click on the register button. Once you click here, your account will be successfully created and you will receive an above pop-up for which you have to click OK and then check your phone for the OTP. Once you fill up the OTP, your account will be successfully created. You have to log into your account coming on the main page again with your mobile number and the password you entered at the time of registration. and then click on Login. If we look at the application form for UG, it has 5 sections: personal information, communication details, the qualifying examination details, your test center preferences, and finally information on the domicile of your candidature. We start by filling up the personal information now. I have already filled up the form for your reference. In the photograph section, as we had told earlier, you have to upload a front facing photograph which should be of passport size, which means 3.5 centimeter by 3.5 centimeter. The photograph has to be a recent photograph taken with a plain background. Please understand that the photograph has to be either in a JPEG or a PNG format. Once you upload the photograph, we then go on to uploading the signature of the applicant. Again, the signature has to be in a JPEG or a PNG format, and candidates should sign preferably on a white blank paper. Scan the paper in the JPEG or PNG format before uploading the same. You then go on to fill in all your personal details, the applicant name being the full name as shown in the 10+2 examination certificate. For those of you who have not yet appeared for the class 12 examination, should mention the full name as appearing in the class 10 examination certificate. Please note friends, this is a very important part. I repeat it. For those of you who have not yet taken the class 12 examination, should enter the applicant name as appearing in your class 10 examination certificate. So even if there's a mistake there, you have to fill in the same details here. After you fill in the other details on the page, I'll cover one section. If you have to apply for a NRI reservation category, you can either select yes or no here. For NRI or NRI sponsored or foreign national seats, the applicants are advised to refer to the e-brochures as well as the websites of the respective NLUs for more details. If you select any other category other than the general category, you will need to upload a copy of your relevant certificate in the PDF format here. For applicants selecting general category and selecting the economically weaker section category, remember the applicant's parents' annual income should be less than 8 lakh rupees. For applicants selecting the other backward class, need to select whether they belong to a creamy or a non-creamy layer. In order to qualify as an OBC non-creamy layer candidate, the applicant's parent income has to be less than 8 lakh rupees. An applicant can select whether they belong to the PWD or persons with disability category here and upload the relevant certificate. For applicants selecting the below poverty line category, they need to upload the certificate in the space given. We have compiled all the proforma formats in the IMS CLAT 2023 form filling guidelines. The link of the document is available in the video description below. Next, we now need to fill up the correspondence and the permanent address along with alternate contact numbers. So this is the space where you mention the corresponding address followed by your permanent address and the alternate contact number. The next section is on the qualifying examination details. If you are appearing for your LLB exam in 2023, enter appearing or appeared in this section and the month of passing as May and the year of passing as 2023 and leave the percentage as blank. For those of you who would have already taken the class 10+2 examination, should mention the year and month of passing along with the actual percentage you secured in the class 12 examination. Coming to the test center preferences, one candidate can give 3 test center preferences. Please note that one cannot give the same test center twice as a preference. We now come to the last part of the form, which is essentially about your domicile certificate and any other requirement as specified by the respective NLUs. Based on your profile fields, which is the All India category, gender, nationality, persons with disability, the applicable categories are already selected in the form before. But if you want to claim a reservation under additional categories, please refer to the brochure of the respective NLUs and the eligibility criteria specified by each NLU. For your ease, we have compiled a document which is a part of the IMS CLAT 2023 form filling guidelines, which is available in the video description below. If we look at each of these NLUs, apart from NLU Jodhpur, which does not have any reservation for categories other than general, all of the NLUs will either specify a domicile requirement or any other additional requirement which may be present by that particular NLU. Once you select all these and click on confirming the information and give a consent, the last step is to submit the application form. Once you submit the application form, this is the screen which will be visible on your desktop or on your machine. The last step after you verify the details is to make the payment. Once you click on making the payment, please note the application fee for general category students is 4,000 rupees, and for securing the previous year's question papers, if you select yes, there is an additional fee of 500 rupees. For IMS students, we would be covering all the past year question papers as part of our workshops which begin in the month of October. So for IMS students, you did not click on this option for yes, we will be already providing you with the question papers. And once you confirm the payment, you can then go on to make the online payment using this link here. After you fill in the email address and click on proceed, you will see the payment page. Select the suitable payment option and complete the payment process. After completion of the form, please check the application status should reflect as submitted. You need not complete the whole form in one sitting. There is an option to save and continue later. Please note that we have more than 3 months now, starting from 8th August till 13th November, which is the last date of the application form submission. What do you retain after submitting the application form? A hard copy of the form and the fee receipt, and most importantly, your registration number and password. All the best for your CLAT exam, and stay tuned for more updates on the IMS GSL YouTube channel. Thank you.